what we have on the eBooks is now everybody and their mother's brother is writing one. They're putting it on their website. They're blogging about it. They're what, and I'm old, I admit it, they are called white papers. They are position papers. They are things that go and share your knowledge. Make sure on every single one of them has your contact information. Email it to everyone you know. And remind them, saying, if this isn't good for you, please share it with somebody you know. And that's how you sell it. It is word of mouth marketing that gets you noticed for self-publishing more than anything else. People need to be reminded to do something for you. They want to do it, but their lives are busy. They don't have time. They don't think of things like that. So just say, listen, oh, if this isn't good for you, do you know someone that is? One of my favorite authors is Seth Godin. And he writes books, he gives them away for free. Because you're not going to make money on a book. You're going to get money because people that know you. He goes on interviews, he goes to speeches, he gives the books away. About a month later, he says, all of you read that book? Now give it to someone else to share the knowledge. What your job is through writing is to get known. You are not to become the best-selling author. You are there to get your name out there. So be flexible and you will make through. There is a new style for eBooks. And you'll see the name on this list if you're interested. It's Blaze on Fire is one of the leaders on there. He is a graphical artist. And now if you'll notice, the eBooks are now look like PowerPoint presentations. You can create this yourself. Just my recommendation from experience, don't do it in PowerPoint. It's one of those things where I want to shoot Microsoft. It will drive you nuts. But what's good about eBooks is that you can put links. You don't have to worry about the bibliography. You don't have to worry about quoting and footnotes. You just mention the person's name, like I mentioned through here, Jeffrey Gitomer. I mentioned Seth Godin. I mentioned Patricia Fripp, who is a very common speaker. And I linked to their website. And then when it was done, I sent it to him saying, I hope you don't mind. If you want, just do a search. You'll see your name and links to your product. They are now aware, and they may actually say something for you, because authors help authors. 15 pages is free. You want people to buy it. You let them download it. The quickest way to have your own site where you're going to sell it, there is a website called Squidoo, SQUIDOO.com. And they have you make your own personal web page by using their special widgets. It is the easiest thing you could do. You could build a page about your book in a half hour. And he has a module already there where you can pull in PayPal. Perfect. Now people, all you have to do is drive them to your website. Drive it to it. And there's something about Squidoo that no matter what you do a search on, Squidoo pages wind up going up to the top. So I don't know what kind of connection this guy has with Google, but it works. So try to do that as well if you're selling it. Selling ebooks. Don't get greedy. Amazon has a reason why they sell their ebooks for $10. Don't go too high. I know your stuff is brilliant. I know your stuff is important. What you want, though, is to be hired. Charge them for the speaking engagements. Charge them for the consulting. But get out there to get exposure. Sell your ebook for $10. Now, there's other pricing models, too. What I did for this one is there's 7 sections. So if someone doesn't want to buy the whole thing, they can buy one section for $4. I gave them choices. When you are self-publishing, these are the things you have to think about. You have to think that your idea is one page. Jeffrey Gitomer, I mentioned it before, he is brilliant at this. You open up a book, One concept per page or per 2 pages. It never rolls over to the next. People have short attention spans. And I call it the subway ride mentality. You can only concentrate on so much, and holding a book as the thing goes back and forth. What you do with your ebook, again, is make an audio copy of it for it. Well, audios or podcasts are extremely popular nowadays. Your speakers, every single one of you are brilliant speakers. Step 1 of the new ebooks is the horizontal format, where it's like a PowerPoint presentation. But what we're going into next is multimedia. And for anyone that thinks that the hardcovers are going away, they aren't. But I'll look at the generation. Look at your teenagers. How much hard copy do they read? They don't. They read everything on the PC, on the iPad, on the Kindle, on the e-reader. Think your format. And that's what you're going to actually try to present to and write to. The new format is now going to merge the text with your audio and with your visual, your video. After you look up Italian cookbooks tonight, go to vook.com, VOOK.com. Spend the $15 and buy Seth Godin's book, The Super Virus. And what that's about is about spreading the word, creating your word of mouth. You will learn from his book, but you'll learn even more why you are ahead of the curve and why you are going to be the leaders of the next published work. It is an integrated experience of text, formatted beautifully on the page, but you could click on an audio where you have the author talking to you on why he wrote this article, what is the main points from the article, and they have the audio. Think of your kids. They need a multimedia experience. That is the next demographic that you're going to be writing for. It's not, newspapers are going out of business, the hard copy, magazines are going out. Everything is going to be electronic. And what's going to be ahead of the curve is to make sure that all of you have your speaking, your wonderful voices, and your text all integrated beautifully into a book. I don't know, in fact, I'm not sure if they're brand new. They've been maybe around for about a year. They're not accepting submissions yet. It will take you 9 months to a year to write a book. It will probably take you even longer, especially I'm assuming that you all have jobs. If you don't have jobs, it'll take you less. But when you're working on 15 minutes a day or an hour a day, it's going to take you about 9 months to write a book. It will take you just as long to format it, correct your theirs and theirs, and to get any sort of artwork done. The writing is the easy part. Making it look right on the page, make sure it's appealing, make sure all your points are made, tightening it down. Your editing is what takes just as long as your graphic artist. On these sheets, if you're interested, I have a list of copy editors. I also have a list that has someone on there that's a graphic designer for the new ebooks. You're not alone. It's not that big a deal. It's not that hard. You have help. There is someone there that can actually do something that you're not good at. Heck, there's even ghostwriters. So if you don't even want to write the book, you just want your name, you get the concept, you get the agreement, and you hire someone to actually write the darn book for you.